black men in general, and this is a generalization, seem to appreciate women like me more than white men. There seems to be a disconnect between strong, powerful white men and strong, powerful white women. There feels like I'm a lot of woman. I say what I want to say. I do what I want to do. And that for some reason threatens a lot of men. There's a certain type of men that don't like that. They think I'm too loud or I'm too crass but I'm just acting like a man. I'm not acting like anything. I'm acting like myself, and it's similar to what a man would do, and which would be fine. And there's something about black men that like that. They think that's cute, and they're turned on by my outrageousness or the fact that I don't give a fuck or that I want, that I'll say the thing. And so I like that. So there doesn't feel like such an imbalance. There's definitely like a cultural thing where black men, it feels like they appreciate that kind of thing more. And so that's attractive, Yeah. Yeah. As a woman, you want to be desired, and you want men who want to have sex with you and are like turned on by your strength, not emasculated by your strength. Like my strength shouldn't make you feel weak. It should make you feel strong.
Right.
That's how I think. Like I want men.
When I saw this, I was like, am I in a parallel universe? Am I in a multiverse? Am I in the Twilight Zone? Am I in Freddy's nightmare? Because baby, what? Come again? Black men appreciate strong, powerful women with a voice? Since when? They appreciate women who do what they want to do? They like loud women? They are turned on by her outspoken nature? Because I could have sworn that I see black women get demonized for that every single day. And any woman that says anything, they accuse of having these traits only to degrade them. But, this is really why I really feel like a lot of white tea women miss the entire plot. Do you not hear black men screaming from the rooftops every day that they do not like strong black women? They do not like black women that are resilient or outspoken. They do not like black women that are boss chicks, have a lot going on, and are out there doing it big and doing what they want to do. They don't like that black women have degrees and are making money and can do for themselves. They say, who cares about how much money you make? Who cares about your degrees? They tell black women to be more feminine, AKA shut up and let me run you and run you into a ditch. Okay, let me lead you right down a terrible path. Okay, because I have a penis. They tell black women that they need to shrink themselves and dim their light to fit in the mold that black men want them to be in. But you mean to tell me that all of the things that they hate about black women, they love about you? You mean to tell me all of the things that they like about you, they hate about us? So all you gotta do is have an absence of melanin to be okay? What? And the experiences that white tea women have and other races of women have, which is not being policed for the very thing that is inherent in black women, is wild to me. And it's crazy to me because at this point, I feel like the world is playing in our faces. I know that Chelsea Handler has heard black men, you around black men, heard black men demonize and say, oh, you strong, independent, and you don't need no man. So why would I like you, this, that, and the third? But now all of a sudden they like it on you. I mean, like I said, it's such a double standard in what other races of women can do versus what we can do and be accepted. It's just like how other races of women wear weave, makeup, lashes, nails, are single mothers. And they are everything that black women are demonized for. But no one says anything when it is them. Nobody. And, the reason why, my thing is Chelsea Handler is a very problematic woman. And I don't like her for many, many, many reasons. But this video isn't even about her per se. It's really about the reason why Chelsea Handler is able to get the response from black men that she's able to. And it is for one reason and one reason only. And I don't care what y'all say about what I'm about to say either. I don't. And this applies to a lot of stuff that I say when people say, oh, you care about, why wouldn't you trust a black man just because he got a white tee wife? Why? He can have a white tee wife and be on our side and be on our side. Let me say this, unpopular opinion. I don't care what you say. The majority of the time, a black man is dating out, marrying out, pursuing white tee women is because he is buck broken in some way. Period. And like I said, that's why I don't trust him. Because black women, and y'all can say also what y'all want to say about this, there is a plethora of beautiful black women of all shapes, sizes, colors, body builds, personality. Black women are the most diverse women on the planet. If you're a black man and you don't find a black woman that you like and you're choosing, never mind. I'm just going to say there's something psychologically not there. Okay? And once again, it's not the same when black women date out because the options that are there for black men are not there in the way that they need to be for black women. So a lot of times black women date out because of necessity. Period. That's what it is. And I don't care if you say, oh, it's a double standard. Oh, it's not. I said what I said. I've seen it a million times. I've literally talked to thousands upon thousands of women that say the same thing. But anyway, let me just keep moving forward. All I'm going to say is, like I said, the fact that a man is out here dating a white tea woman, it really does mean that he's buck broken in some way. Okay? And that's exactly why I don't trust him. Because of that pathology that they have. And no shade. That's the reason why these men, black men, have no problem relinquishing power and giving it to a white tea woman. That's why he has no problem with her being the strong and dynamic one and having money and calling all the shots because she is white tea. And subconsciously, he feels that is what he should be doing anyway. He should already be being the stereotypical mandingo, bowing down to massa, okay? And the entire dynamics, like I said earlier, I don't understand how anyone can't see it. The dynamics in why black men date out versus black women dating out is so clearly obvious. The most self-hating of biracial people that you see, 98% of the time, who do they have as a parent? A black father. You get what I'm saying? But like I said, and for people to say, well, that's not all. My brother did this and he fell in love with a girl in school. I would say that black men that fall in love with white tea women and there isn't an element of buck brokenness, 5%. 5%. 95% of the time, when you see that, you already know what the deal is. And it's nothing nice. And that's just my opinion. Okay? And I just want to say again, if we want to flip it, how I said that 95% of black men that date out is because they're buck broken and 5% have honest intentions. Flip it out. 95% of black women who date out do it because of honest intentions. And 5% of the black women that date out are of a buck broken nature. So the stats are there. You can agree with it or not. It's my opinion and I am entitled to it. And, I just feel like black women, we always get on this app and we state that black men accept things from white tea women that they wouldn't for us. And when we say it, people package it under, you hating on us. You mad that we were white tea women. And I promise you, and this goes, and I'm definitely speaking for me here, I don't never care. You think I really care about who y'all are dating and who y'all are choosing? The majority of y'all definitely, when y'all choose them for sure, y'all are not treating them right and correctly. And those women are suffering in silence. Okay? And let's be real here. Y'all are giving the black women problems. And then when y'all go get with them, y'all give them even more problems. They just don't say anything until they just get totally fed up. So I have no idea why anybody would think that I would care, or why any black woman would care. I said this in another video. Black men have been dating out since before I was born. Wow, so long ago, and wilding out, disrespecting black women in the whole process of doing that. This is beyond my generation, but I still remember. I still know what's going on since I did my research. Sidney Poitier, I mentioned it. Him. Frank Belafonte, James Earl Jones was out there with snow bunnies wilding, disrespecting black women. So please stop the games, all right? And stop acting like this is something that black women are so shocked about right now that we have to be mad. No. Black women been seeing it. Anyway, so please don't ever put my name in I'm jealous or I care if a black man is dating out. Because if y'all knew what I thought about black men respectfully that date out, you would already know that I definitely don't care. I have zero respect for them. Zero respect. And as I say, you can call it a double standard. You can call it bogus. But I don't feel the same way about black women because their motivations are different. But let me just keep moving forward, okay? I'm just saying that I think that it's wild that Chelsea Handler would sit there and say how much black men like her outspoken nature and all of this and that and the third, considering her public history with 50 Cent. She said she broke up with him due to him telling her some stuff about Sierra or whatever. And she said that she called him a name that was basically akin to the N-word. And truth be told, it was probably the N-word. Okay. And 50 Cent, he never dogged that lady out. He never dogged her out in public. He never violated her. He never made no post on Instagram dogging her out the way that he has done so many black women. Called Sierra B in public, on Twitter, denigrated, degraded, disrespected. So many women, so many black women specifically, dogged out the girl that plays Tasha on Power. I'm sorry, I think her name is Notori or something like that. Dogged her out. And, it's crazy because, and this is something else, I don't know if y'all remember this, but I certainly remember it. I remember when Tierra Marie, if y'all remember the singer Tierra Marie that used to be on Rockefeller Records, when he shared that revenge corn pic of her that her boyfriend or whatever she was trying to break up with shared of her, I remember that man put that on his Instagram page and she tried to sue. And there were so many black women. It was also a lot of black men too, but I already expect nothing from them. But there were so many black women bashing her and telling her that she shouldn't have sued him. And then when she lost, they were like, pay him his money. And my thing is, I never understood that because it's like whether, a court system, which is already crooked, and it's a man that she's going against that has way more funds than her. Why would y'all ever think it's okay for him to share a corn pic on his page? Why would he even do that? What would be his motivation? You wouldn't think that if you had a daughter, that your daughter would be embarrassed and that she wouldn't want some man with a big following showing that picture? Why you didn't show a picture of the man and say, hey, this man is sharing corn pictures of our celebrity black women. That shouldn't be going on. But no, he didn't do that. He didn't do that. He just chose to go the route of disrespect. And that's why I have no idea why people like 50 Cent. I have no idea. This man is clearly morally bankrupt. And then you think about the fact that she lost was blowing my mind because he had already done that to Rick Ross's baby mama. Shared her intimate moments and had to pay her. And then how this man has treated his baby mama, allegedly burning down the house that he gave to his baby mama, allegedly, and with all of this smoke that he had with black women, all of this smoke that he had for him, all of this disrespect he did to Vivica Fox in the public eye, even though I do think Vivica Fox is a bit stalkerish, okay? And I love Auntie Vivica, but baby, come on, sis. But anyway, all of this stuff that he's done to disrespect black women and never talked bad about Chelsea Handler. Never even flirted with her recently after she played in his face and told her and asked her, was she serious about them getting back together? Or something like that. What? So, I just want to say that this is the issue. This is the issue. The double standard and the difference in treatment and the uplifting and the putting of white tea women on a pedestal. It's not you dating out. It's the fact that when you date out, you just don't go date out and do your own thing. Like the way black women do. Or like even the way white tea men do when they date black women. You don't see them making any videos about, hey, I'm better than a black man because my hair is straight. It don't got no kink to it. Yep, it's straight. She can run her fingers through my hair. She likes my porcelain skin. Yeah. I'm such a nice man. I'm not a criminal. You don't see white tea men doing that. Nor do you see black women encourage them to do so. But how many times have you seen the reverse when it comes to black men and white tea women? You get what I'm saying? It's crazy. And it's like when you call this very clear double standard out, people will gaslight you and tell you that it's not true. Or they'll hold up the small percentage of people that don't do it, like the 5% versus the 95% that do. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I didn't even mean to make this that deep. You know, if this is something y'all want me to do a deep dive on, I can. But it's just like, I don't want to be accused anymore of caring if black men date out. Do your thing, player. For real. Because at the end of the day, I've already said what I think about men that date out anyway. So I would never care. I would never care. And the majority of the time when y'all do, y'all end up having y'all complete soul sucked out of you. You look ashy, depleted, unseasoned. You start doing weird stuff. You never look. It's crazy because I got this thing. Oh my goodness, I'm going off on a tangent, but I got to tell y'all, I got this thing where I promise you I'm 100% correct every time. And my husband be like, oh man, you right again. I can tell just looking at a black man if he has a white tea wife. I can tell off the rip. He don't even got to speak. I can tell by just the way he look. And man, can I say, I can tell because he never looks moisturized. He never is at his peak. He's never fully in his blackness. He's always taking a part of it out, trying to tamp it down so that he can fit in. I can always tell. There are so many things that give it away. So believe me, I don't care. I don't care. Do what you want to do, but stop the double standard, man. Stop bashing black women because you want to make this choice. That's not right. Okay? But anyway, I'm just saying that, you know, it's crazy because it's like black men appreciate these things about Chelsea Handler that black women, it just comes to us naturally. But when you see it on a black woman, you know what I'm saying? You love it on this white tea woman, but soon as you see it on the sister, now all of a sudden you talking about, oh, that's why we getting our passports, kings. Because we got these strong black women out here that are outspoken. Let's get our passport, kings. Like, no. No. And then then when they say that, it's always like, get them, Hakeem. Get your passport, Hakeem. Who cares? Like, don't nobody care if you go. Like, let me not even talk about it because I know that y'all seen every passport bro that I see, ashy. Ashy, unattractive, below average. No one cares if you go. But anyway, I digress. If you watched this whole video and you truly enjoyed it, please do me a favor and drop a 22 down below. And you already know why, because this take, you know, you thinking that you want to judge black women for something that you willingly and lovingly will accept from another is boo. Boo. And if you can't donate to my Cash App above to help support the channel, that's no problem at all. I know times are hard out here and we all just trying to make it. So do your girl a free favor. It will cost you nothing for the free ski, free 99. Follow your girl on TikTok. I do live stream there exclusively. Well, as long as TikTok is here. Once it is gone, I will be live streaming exclusively on YouTube. Okay? So make sure you follow your girl on YouTube. Hit that notification bell so that you don't miss any of my new uploads. And as always, ladies, oh, shoot, I forgot. I am on the road to 20K, y'all. So please subscribe because it says that 48% of y'all watch these videos, but y'all are not subscribed. So all it takes is about 1,000 of y'all to hit that subscribe button. Please, please, please. Help your sister out. That would mean so much to me. And that would keep me motivated to keep making these great videos for y'all. Well, if y'all think they're great or if you like, it'll keep me motivated to make some more videos, y'all. So once again, ladies, please drop your thoughts, comments, and feelings down below.